is his opponent, Walter Ray Williams Jr. Goebel first. Gold in every event last year. Bryan Goebel, 6 titles to his credit. Now Walter Ray is up though, and to watch him is like watching the best in your sport.
Well, Norm Duke had a great year last year, but over the last 4 years, Walter has been the man to beat.
So after a frame in our first game here in Las Vegas, this Super Bowl weekend, we're even.
Walter Ray Williams Jr. with that crossover step, very much like we have in the bowling tip of the week this week. He comes straight back through. Watch the footwork as he drives the ball very straight on this right-hand lane down the second arrow, and that's the key. You can't hook it too much on the right.
Immediately applied the pressure to Bryan Goebel. Lives in a suburb of Kansas City. Merriam, Kansas.
Well, Goebel with a very deliberate type delivery, 6 steps. In fact, in the middle of his approach, he can decide what game he wants to play even. He's a very high backswing, comes straight through, and he's much more of a power player than Walter Ray, as emphasized by his 2 opening shots. He just rips the rack.
People getting involved to make sure those kids have a great year.
6 telecasts last year, he won 4. Now, Walter Ray Williams won $195,000 last year. From 3-6 on the right lane of our championship pair.
Walter going much straighter than Bryan Goebel towards the pocket. As you see him, almost a straight shot down the second arrow. The right-hand lane is going to be the key lane today. Walter drifts high, has the 3-6 spare in the right-hand corner.
Walter made 11 telecasts last year. A victory, 5 seconds, a third, a fourth, 3/5. A man that has 22 second-place finishes to go along with his 15 championships.
Oh, stop it.
10-10 on the left.
Best shot of the match so far for Walter. He tripped the 4. The first 2 frames went high again in the third. Made the adjustment here in the 4th. Voted the best spare shooter on tour, and one of the reasons he shoots a lot of single pin spares because he's so accurate. If he makes this, he will trail by 13.
And of course, the winner of our first game will meet the smallest pro on tour, Chris Warren of Dallas. We'll be back in a moment. In Las Vegas, that's a familiar sight. Allison Kuntz and her mommy and daddy. Keep her in the bowling lanes.
Part of the capacity crowd. I think we had the largest crowd ever at the Showboat this year. When I walked in here on Wednesday, Chris, we had well over 1,000 people just watching the preliminary qualifying, partly because of the interest in bowling and partly because of kind of inclement weather. Now, Bryan Goebel up 4th frame. He's perfect through 3.
Uses the full approach.
Oh,
10 on the right lane. Oh,
about as good as he can throw it. He ripped the rack here in the 2nd frame. He gets a little bit solid on this shot. 6-pin flies around the 10. Not much you can do about that, Chris. Just keep going to the well often enough, and you'll eventually get some water.
so very smooth. And that's what you'll see in the senior skins game, which follows us here on ABC. A lot of smooth swings.
Now, Bryan Goebel, 6 feet 165-pound. Uses the full approach. Now he's going to drift a little bit to the left. He's going to start here, drift to this area, and then he's going to swing the ball out around the second arrow. Very powerful, methodical style.
I hit in the 3-6.
Good players usually make two mistakes. They don't make one. That time he did not drift far enough left on the approach. Here you go. Here's two mistakes. He drifts not far enough left on this crossover step and hits inside his target and throws it a little too slow. The combination of two lets the ball drift high, the 3-6 spare.
Goebel spares.
Again, like Goebel, the full approach.
Oh, that rushed.
Oh, why didn't that one come up?
This lane's been a mystery, Chris, for all the players in practice. And basically what happens is when they swing it wide, the ball hangs. As you see the ball get about 35, 40 feet down the lane, it kind of hangs in an oily spot. And if they try to point it up towards the pocket, it drifts high. So it's very touchy. I think this will be the key lane in the match play today.
Sleeper 8 went out. Next Saturday at 3, 2 Central, the Professional Bowlers Tour heads to the Lone Star State. Two-time defending champ Steve Hoskins eyes a Texas-sized purse at the Quaker Stake 250. That's next Saturday on the Professional Bowlers Tour, right here on ABC. After 3 spares, strike again for Walter Ray. Spare up now for Bryan Goebel. He is shooting in the 6th of our very first game. First 7 of the afternoon.
Goebel with the power to go around that little hang spot. Here you go. Here's an excellent shot of what's happening. Bryan Goebel starts the ball about the center of the lane, I'd say the 19th or 20th board, drifts it out to about the 3rd board, and goes around that little hang spot down there 40 feet on the lane. Walter Ray Williams Jr. does not have the power or the luxury to do that. It's going to be a close match.
Kelly Goebel, who is the mommy of Lauren, who is somewhere in the building, saw her earlier. Bryan Goebel has picked the 49ers to win tomorrow's Super Bowl. He's from Kansas. We'll be back.
Now, an oiled seat.
Post first match, Bryan Goebel still leading by 12 over Walter Ray. 34th year that we've come here to the Showboat Lanes. Bo Burton has won here. He's down on one of the approaches, talking to one of the field of 5, and he is the smallest man in the whole field. 241 started here on Monday, the large game format, and it took an average of 225 to make the final 24. He needs this one. So now he trails by only 2 pins. Now the tiny guy and Bo.
Thank you, Chris. Pound for pound, the most powerful bowler on the tour, Chris Warren. The right-hand lane looks like it hangs a little bit. Has been giving both the players a little trouble. What's your game plan?
Well, on the right-hand lane, I'm going to try to induce a little more roll to get it to break just a little bit quicker because it seems to have a hang spot around 45 feet, right around the first arrow. So we're going to try to break the ball a little bit quicker and let it roll back faster.
All right, big guy. He's tough in the clutch, Chris, and he'll be up in the next match.
Right, and Walter Ray trying to add to his string of strikes. Is thwarted here with a 4-pin on the left lane. Didn't trip it. Now a bit to the right of center, cross lane. After double, Walter Ray has marked with a spare in the 8th frame of our first game. Bryan Goebel, 173,000 earned last year.
tee shot for Goebel right here, Chris. You don't often get Walter Ray in a position where you can get him down by more than 10 pins. 8th frame.
Tonight, it's a way out weekend on ABC. First, at 8, 7 Central, Ben Savage, Terry Garr, and Sinbad star in the McDonald's Family Theater presentation, Aliens for Breakfast. Then, Sir David Frost hosts A Search for the Real Frankenstein, the untold story, followed by The Commish, all tonight on ABC.
Watching just if this
Bryan Goebel liked that shot when he let it go, but it just kind of hung. He was trying to get up to the pocket. Watch the ball delay in the break and almost leave the 7-pin split as the 5-pin goes behind the 7, gets a break, knocks out the 7-pin, has the 10. If he makes the spare, he'll be going at 225 pace. Walter Ray at possible 233.
Walter Ray up in a hurry.
Walter has the tougher task between these two players on this championship pair. He has the power and the ability to go around. He's decided to go with a straight shot. He's gotten into the top 5 this week, and he needs to flush the pot.
Oh, some fork in the game.
Really wanted that one because he could have squeezed Bryan Goebel a little bit in the 10th frame. As you see Walter extend through the shot, he likes it, trying to drive the pin straight back, didn't quite get enough ball speed, leaves the 4-pin. Now he has a possible 222, Goebel going at a 225 pace. 10th frame coming up.
This is our second telecast in the spring of 14, and Walter Ray's fiancée, Paige Huntington, whose heart is a little bit set on the San Diego Chargers. Walter Ray as well. This is our very first game. Chris Warren follows, then David Houston, and our tournament leader is a lefty named Ricky Ward.
2nd pin on the right-hand part of the screen, the 6, little love tap on the 10. Walter liked that shot. He'd like to stick another strike right on top of it, cut the lead of Goebel's down to 3 pins, 10th frame. Something I don't see Walter Ray do very often, Chris, and that's go around the ball with a hook turn when he wants to go straight and jam it. He's got to swing inside out, turn the ball too much. It broke early, goes high for the 6 pin. Right now, Goebel only needs 9 pins to win the match.
So if that happens, he'll move on against Chris Warren, and Walter Ray will have to be content with the check for $7,500.
Bryan needs 9 or better on this first ball in the lock match. Anything less, he has to mark.
Acknowledgement from the president of the PBA, Walter Ray.
Entertaining match, but the power of Goebel was just the difference on the right-hand lane. Here's where the power wins the match. He has the right shot, he sums the ball, he blows the 5. Directly in the 7, the head pin comes across and kicks out the 10. Obviously, he could have gotten a bad break and gotten a 7-10 split. However, the power took over, wins the match going away. He'll be in the mid-230s. He'll go on to meet another power player, dynamic Chris Warren.
Gives them all a big 235 to Walter Ray.
That was a good match.
212.
Wickens.
CSABC Sports presentation of professional